Hello everyone, welcome back to another video of Manics.
It's a brand new day and today we have a brand new car with us. Usually when you think of mid-size SUVs, you think of the Toyota RAV4, the Hyundai Tucson and all those generic cars. So today let us check out something brand new.
It's too windy out here, so let's go inside the showroom and check out the features, and we will be coming back and taking this car for a ride.
So here we have it. This is the all-new Jetour X70 Plus. So Jetour is a Chinese car maker which is owned by another Chinese car maker called Chery, and it has been around here for a couple of years in the Middle East, and this is the latest edition, the Jetour X70 Plus. So without a lot of talking, let us get into the front end design. So as expected, we have a huge grille with a lot of chrome looking design up front, which is expected in SUVs nowadays because that's the current trend that's going on in the SUV market. And we have these sharp LED headlights. Now the unique thing about these headlights is that it has these sequential turn signals, which is really cool and something that I haven't seen in this price range and in this segment. And you have a lot of trim pieces here and there, adding to the aggressive look of the Jetour X70. Overall, a very good looking front end in my opinion. Let's get to the other design details.
So now we are here in the rear end of the Jetour X70 Plus. And as expected, we have the long light bar style tail lamps, which is a trend these days. And we have 4 exhaust tips, giving it a sportier look. And obviously the Jetour badging over here. And the X70 Plus comes with a power-operated tailgate. This car comes with a third row seating, and I don't think an adult would be able to spend a lot of time back in here, but it would be good for kids. And once you drop the third row seating, you have a lot more cargo space.
Now over to the side of the Jetour X70 Plus. Now, as you can see, there are a lot of small plastic chrome colored pieces like this over here and this over here. Although this may look like minor additions, it adds a lot to the overall look of this car. Now there's a cool feature with the keys. When you press and hold the unlock button, all the windows rolls down. Now this is a feature that we see in many cars, but the cooler thing is that once you hold the lock button once, all the windows roll up and lock the car, which is really cool. Now these wheels, I really love these. These are 20-inch alloy wheels with black inlays in them, which makes this car really, really attractive. I love these wheels. And if you look up here, you have this chrome colored roof rack design up here. Adds a lot to the design of the car, an attractive side profile. So now we started the X70 Plus, let's see what you're dealing with as the driver of this car. So first off, obviously, we have a 3-spoke steering wheel with a flat bottom design. And these buttons are really reminiscent of somewhat in a Mercedes-Benz of this new generation. It's not the same quality, but obviously it looks the part. Now let's have a look at the display, which is acting as the odometer, speedometer and all that stuff. As you can tell, it's quite configurable. You can see a lot of information, your driving information, your driver assistant features, tire pressure and all the regular stuff. It has other menus as well, let's go through that. Settings, you have multimedia to show which song you're playing right now or which device is connected, your maintenance details when you have to maintain it and all of that, service. Settings, there's an alarm in it, I don't know what that's used for, but sure, we have one. Volume, factory reset and all of that. Now if you look down here, you have the shifter to shift the 7-speed automatic transmission, which is a dual clutch. Now if you push this button, put the car in reverse, there comes a backup camera, and it has quite a few modes if you look at it. You have 2D mode, which is showing me the front end right now. I have 3D mode. If I push that and press the rear end of the car, it shows what's going on in the rear end of the car in kind of sort of somewhat mimicking a 360 view. The cameras are decent enough for this price range. Now I can put the car in drive and push it to the side, and I can shift the car manually, pushing and pulling the gear lever. And you can also control The infotainment screen with this dial and the switches next to it, and this also acts as your volume dial.
Now I'm here in the passenger seat of the X70 Plus, and the materials in here aren't high-end. There are a lot of plastics here and there, but aesthetically it looks pleasing. Let's have a look at the infotainment display over here. As you can see, we don't have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and it's a bit slow sometimes, but gets the job done. Over here we have an option called DVR, where you can insert your SD card and use it to watch movies. The AC and climate controls are placed over here, and if you tap any button, you can see the info comes up in the infotainment display. Down here, once you open this lid, we have two USB charging ports, a 12-watt power socket, and a wireless charging pad. And this is the switch to change your driving modes, as you can see in the gauge cluster. And over here we have two cup holders, and this is the key to Jetour X70 Plus. Pretty decent. And over here we have a storage compartment which also acts as a cool box. Once you open the door to the X70 Plus, as you can see, it looks really good. We have this white stitching which goes across the door handle, a plastic trim mimicking wood. And these are the controls for the driver's seat, and rest of the seats are manually controlled. And the speaker grill looking really nice. And the X70 Plus comes with leather seats. Now we are here in the rear seats of the X70 Plus, and as I said, we have leather seats here as well, which is comfortable enough with decent legroom. We have a small armrest over here, and the AC vents are placed over here with a storage compartment which is not big enough for a regular phone. And we have a reading light over here, and the X70 Plus comes with full panoramic sunroof, which is really nice.
So now I'm here in the third row seats of the X70 Plus, and honestly speaking, this is not a really comfortable place for an adult. You can put kids in here, that will be fine, but I am literally cramped in here. I have no leg room. This feels really uncomfortable. You have a cup holder over here, which is nice, I guess, and you have the small window if you want to look out through it. But yeah, it's not a convenient place. The rest of the seats are good, which is nice. So now let's take the X70 Plus for a drive. First off, putting the car in reverse, back to camera comes on. Let's pull it. I'm going to put the car in sport mode and see how it really performs. 30 to 100 acceleration. Steady power delivery. Some cars you might feel like the turbo kicks in all of a sudden and power goes all the way. This feels like a regular kind of power delivery, which I feel is kind of nice, not bad. The suspension is regular compared to the cars in this segment. It's nothing special or something. It's good, rides decently. So I was about to pull this car into this parking, and the 360 camera is turned on, assisting me on how to park and how much space I have up front and towards the side, which is really nice and cool. So I've been cruising along with the X70 Plus for around 5 minutes now. It feels nice. Lane changes. There is a bit of body roll, but yeah, it's expected at this size and this price range. So now I'm in 80 kilometers per hour. I'm going to do a braking test. Alright, so that's really good. Yeah, that's decent braking. Car didn't move around a lot. That's pretty good.
So thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe. And do let us know what you feel about the Jetour X70 Plus. Till then, bye.